Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, we're starting in a minute, please. Just have some technical stuff going. Thank you, Loppy Leave, and there's many of you that are there. Kan Kakajut, thank you for joining. Thank you, Ubeka Vember, thank you for joining. For those on Facebook and TikTok, thank you for joining. We'll start in a second. I just want to sort some technical stuff out. Thank you, Jackie Jets. Thank you, your Barima gift. Thank you. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, thank you. Yes, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Okay, so today we are going to, as the title suggests, we're going to be discussing about vision board. I've done this before. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Okay, welcome, wherever you're watching from across the world. Let us know where you're watching from. Thank you, Bembe, for joining from Kaduna State. Thank you, Beck, for joining. Let us know where you're watching from. Today we are going to be discussing, as the title, the flyer implies, vision board, and the theme is to manifest your dreams. Manifest your dreams. So we are on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Please, if you've never followed this page, please endeavor to be kind to follow it if you enjoy what we're doing. We do this every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, and this is, like I said, streamed across all these platforms. So I welcome you all from wherever you're watching across the world. If you're on TikTok, please long press and you can share the screen. If you're on YouTube, there should be an instruction. On Facebook, there should be the buttons that you can click on and that you can take you to how to share it. So we've done 10,000 likes on all on different platforms. Please, if you like what we're doing, just long press on the screen or double or keep tapping on the screen, and you can what's it called? You can more people can get to know about this. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, I have a free ebook for you. Feel free to click on the link on my bio. It should link you to the free ebook, and you can also, there's a link there that can make you have a conversation. Say you want us to talk for 10 minutes about your business or for personal guidance, just send me a DM. We can get that done for 10 minutes for free. You can also join our community. Either you scan the QR code on the flyer, or you can go through the link on my bio. Now, this live stream is sponsored by The Hair You Love, sponsored by D610 Homes, and sponsored by Love Family Podcast. Please do well to check them out and patronize them, please. So we're going to go on this way. The whole idea of this is to help us have an understanding of how we can manifest our dreams. And even as we're preparing, as we're winding down 2025 and preparing for 2026, it's important that we have this. I just thought that it's important that we do this again. We've done it before. I just thought it was important to get it in. Well, thank you for joining, Gozik, and as many Big Dams, Caleb 01, as many of you that are on different platforms. Thank you for joining. All those that are watching, we're watching later. Thanks for joining. So, yeah, that's okay. Thank you for joining, and thank you for joining. Please reshare so others can be a part of it. Okay. Yep. So please reshare so others can be a part. So you long press on the screen, and you click on the post if you're on YouTube, or sorry, if you're on TikTok, and there should be ways to get that done on other platforms. So the objective for today is to teach, is that hopefully at the end of today you learn how to create an effective vision board. You know, that's clear. Okay. I think I forgot one thing. Just spare me a second. Let me get mine also. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for that. So the whole objective is that we can learn how to create an effective vision board, which is clear in goals that will help to strengthen your focus and also build motivation. Goals that align with your faith, your mindset, to help your mindset and help you to act. Very, very important. Very, very important. So the target is for anyone that is interested in goal setting, anyone that is interested in personal development or personal growth, anyone interested in self-development, anyone that is faith-driven, anyone that is preparing for the year ahead. anyone. So this is the goal for you. This will be helpful for you. So by way of starting, every dream begins with a vision. If you can see it clearly, if you can't see clearly, you struggle to build it. So a vision board turns thoughts into visuals, helping your mind focus on what you truly want. So manifestation is intentional. It aligns your belief, emotions, and actions with your desired future. What you consistently see and focus on, you begin to believe, and what you believe, you move towards. So these are some of the things that vision board do for you. A vision board is not decoration; it's daily alignment tool. That keeps your dreams front and center. So a vision board helps you. It serves as a consistent reminder of the things that either things that God has revealed to you, or things that goals that you have set for yourself, or things that you've been inspired to do. That vision board helps you to do that. A clearly graphical vision board. So we're going to define some terms so we can all be on the same page. All right. So what is a vision board? Vision board is a visual, like I mentioned, representation of your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. It's usually a collage of images, words, and affirmations that inspire you daily and remind you of what you are working on. We've done this before. If you look through my, I don't know if you can have access. I've done it before, but I think that as we're winding down the year and we're looking into 2026, it's important that we have this conversation again. So people, to help everyone in your business, in your career, and whatever you're doing, for your family. Vision board cuts across everything. For your spiritual life, for your health, different things. It's very, very important. It cuts across. So vision board helps you stay focused and motivated and aligns your intentions. It's important to hear that. Bible makes us understand in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 says, write the vision and engrave it plainly, until it's written down. Write it down. It has to be written down. And I'll share mine with you guys. Engrave it plainly so that the one who sees it may run. The one who sees it may run with it. And there's no ambiguity. And anyone that sees it will run. So clarity fuels movement. So when people are sure of what vision is, it helps movement. When people understand what vision is, it helps movement. So benefits of vision, like I mentioned, and I'll say it again for avoidance of doubt, is clarity. It defines what you truly want. Motivation is that it provides daily inspiration to take action. Focus, it keeps your attention on what matters most. Emotional connection makes goals feel real and achievable. It helps you have a positive mindset, encourages hope, belief, and optimism. It helps you become accountable, serves as a daily reminder of what your commitment. The more you see, the more you tell yourself, have I done anything towards this goal? What have I done today towards this goal? Or towards this vision? What is that thing? So why vision board? I've talked about it, and vision board and visuality. Visualization is a practical and mental seeing of your goals as already achieved. So once you have it on there, it helps your mind see that your goals are already achieved. It trains your mind to believe that success is possible and prepares your subconscious to act. As you see, the more you see it, the more it makes you say, this is possible. The more you start thinking towards it, the more you start talking about it. Bible makes us understand in Romans 4, verse 17, it says, God who gives life to the dead and calls those things that be not as though they are. Bible tells us that when this world was formed, it was formless, nothing was there. God put into practice this thing. He thought about it. How will the world be and everything? It's okay. This world needs light. Let there be light. Understand? Let there be darkness and let there be day. Let there be morning and let there be night. Let there be waters and let there be land. This is a vision, and it became reality. So when you call those things that be not, having a vision board is technically writing those things that be not as though they are. So as you write them down, You begin to mentally think them through, you know, mentally think them through. So there's something I want to align with this, and it's called the law of attraction. Is that it says it's something that says that what you think constantly, feel, and believe, you begin to attract. So that is the law of attraction, and is in line with this vision board we're talking about. What you seek, think constantly, feel, and believe, you begin to attract it. When visualization and intention meet, your mindset, your actions, and environment align with your vision. So a vision board is not a decoration; it's a daily alignment tool. I've said that and I'll say it again. So, example, I don't know how many of you know about Steve Harvey. I came across him. I don't know. I don't have my phone because I'm using it to do this. I came across one of his events. I think he went for Grant Cardone's event, and he said that on his phone that when the back, what's it called? That thing called back. When you click on the phone, I forgot what that thing is called. I think it's called backdrop or something like that, or screensaver. Yes, screensaver. So you say when you open his phone, you always see a nice this, nice that, nice. Some people put dog, some people put their picture of themselves, some people put picture of their family, some people put different things. But he said no, that this time around he's gonna put the picture, his vision board, the things that he's believing God for. Those are the things you put there. I'm talking about Steve Harvey. I think we search for it on YouTube. He's explaining better than I'm explaining. So what I now adopted the same thing is on my phone now, and this is some of the things that are here. I'm going to share with you. That's how mine is. I printed it out, but this is how my what's it called? This is how it will be on my phone. But I'm going to run you through it at some point. So science backs vision board. So there's scientific evidence of the importance and the relevance of vision board. So there's what's called articular activating system. Articular activating system. What it means is that it trains your brain to notice opportunities aligned with your goals. Trains your brain to what? Notice opportunities aligned with your goal. So I'm going to be a bit so throw some jargons, but you can look them up. There's what's called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity. What that means is repeated visualization strengthens goal-oriented neural paths. So the more you see something consistently, it strengthens that goal alignment. It makes it you are more goal-oriented towards that pathway. So there's scientific evidence of it. It's called neuroplasticity. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Neuroplasticity. So there's also what's called positive reinforcement. In science, there's inspiring visual releases inspiring visual releases dopamine, boosting motivation. So the more you see the pictures of the things that you are aspiring for, the more you see, let's say for instance, you're dreaming of building a factory, the more you see that a picture of a factory and a vision board, or the more, let's say you have a dream of you want to have children or build a family, the more you have a picture of that in your vision board, or you are looking to set up, own a home, or have homes or something like that, the more you see it, research shows that it releases dopamine, and that dopamine boosts your motivation to want to work towards it. There's another terminology also in science that's called goal priming. It keeps goals on the top of your mind and increases consistent actions. So for instance, I remember a time that I was in a situation where I could act wrongly instantly. I don't know, I would say well, the Holy Spirit or whatever just reminded me of some of the goals, and I just aligned myself and I did not take that mistake I could do. So things like this will really help, So there's scientific evidence that a vision board will enhance your ability to stay focused on the things that you've penned down or you put on a vision board for those things to become reality. So what do you need to create one? That's mine. So I think maybe I'll run you through before I talk about creating one. So this is my own vision board, and this is how it is on my phone. I see this daily on my phone, but this particular copy is on my bedside. It's on my bedside. So when I wake up, that's one of the first things I see. When I sleep, that's one of the first things I see. So I'm going to take you through what is here. What is here is a map of the world, map of the world. So I hope that what I'm going to share with you is going to serve as an inspiration, and you can adopt or do something better according to. You don't have to do it this way. I used Canva to make this, which I'm going to explain to you guys. But I know I've seen people that have actually gotten a cardboard, cut all these papers, put it just to be a bit more creative. But I just thought I'd do this quickly, So that's, I hope it helps. So this is the map of the world, and the vision that God has given to me is that my wife and I own minimum 12 properties in 12 countries. 12 properties in 12 countries. So by the grace of God, God has started that journey, and we're already on it, and we're not yet in 12, but we're on track, and we're going to get there. So we're talking about, that is the vision. 12 properties minimum in 12 countries. Doesn't mean that we're not going to get more. But the goal of this picture here is to have it in choice properties, like we're talking about Paris, talk about maybe like, let's say New York, say maybe Cape Town, say Beijing, like the choice cities. These are the vision that God has given to my wife and I. Then another thing here is, I don't know how many of you can see him. Maybe you can see closely. If a lot of you that are OG, you guys might know who he is. Look at him. That guy there, if you don't know him, that's Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is a music producer. I don't know how many of you know him, but if you listen to if you know the tracks of 50 Cent, Eminem, Nate Dogg, virtually everybody, Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, I'm sorry, Jay-Z, you can name it. There's virtually nobody that this guy has not produced, and he has that gift of discovering artists. And some of you that know me or that might not have known that in the past I used to be a manager for record, or I used to be a manager for music producer, and as well as I used to be a manager for a record label called Dome Records, and we had artists on the likes of Waje, we had Real McCoy, we had Chivago, we had Bionic, and worked with different groups back in the days. But this is still a vision that I know that is still going to become reality, in terms of making music, conscious music, and making music, gospel music, is still going to be a reality. So the more I love yes, it might be Dr. Dre and he might be doing secular music or other kind of music, but I love some things about him, his ability to see talent, his ability to harness those talents and bring the best out of him. Imagine what he did with Eminem or with 50 Cent. So irrespective of the songs that they sing. So here is me. I don't know if you can see it. That's me, maybe like in 2006 or something like that, doing trainings in schools. One of the dreams also that we have is to own a school that operates in a unique curriculum. In addition to that, is to do trainings and facilitations in secondary schools. We do that already for teachers and students, to keep doing that. So I've done a couple this year, to do more. So this reminds me that, how many have you done this year? What's the plan for the year? How many of that kind of stuff to get you on track, inspiring the next set of growing generation. That's what we do here. So what is this for? As you can see, that's a private jet. It's not a passenger jet, it's a private jet. My dream and the things that God has laid on my heart is to be able to fly my family on a private jet one day. I don't know how much it costs. I was told from maybe like Atlanta to Texas, maybe like $10,000. I don't know, or maybe more. I can't remember. Also, $25,000. To get to a point so wealthy that I can make that a reality for my family. These are the things that it's not to say that I want to own. I don't think I'm interested in owning, but I think that I want to, in my life and for my family, make this come a reality. And the more I see it here, the more I know that God will make it one day. So what do we have here? I don't know if you can see, these digits are a billion. As you can see, it's a billion. So these digits is £1 billion. If you look very well, it's in pounds. Is that a time will come one day that I'll look on my bank account and you see £1 billion. Is it possible? Yes, it is. The Bible says that with God, with man is impossible. I'm sure as I said, some people are like, that's for you. We're on track. We're not yet there. We're on track. But a time will come that I open my account and I'll see £1 billion, not naira, £1 billion or dollars. It's very possible. It's very possible. Bible says that for with man is impossible, but with God, all things, including being a billionaire, are possible. And one thing Ben Carson, his mom always told Ben Carson is that if someone else has ever done it, then it can be done. If anybody has ever done it, then it can be done. Do we have billionaires? There are many. Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, what's the Amazon guy? Name them continuously. Tesla guy. There are so many. Elon Musk. So these are the things that I keep before me and I wake up and I sleep. And lastly, is this. As you can see, the director's chair. I don't know if you can see it. A director's chair. The aspiration is that we are going to make movies. We're going to make movies. We're going to make movies that will inspire the next generation. Movies that challenge people's reasoning. I don't watch movies that entertain. I watch movies that challenge a man's reasoning. Movies that will help our society. Movies that will I don't know how many of you have seen things like Hidden Figures. Movies like that. How many of you have seen some of the movies like Tyler Perry makes and all that. There are some movies that when you watch them, like movies like A Time to Kill. I'm not saying I support killing, but movies like that would get you off your bed. 12 Years a Slave, those kind of movies that shape society, movies that can inspire another generation of, Long Walk to Freedom, that kind of stuff. We need people to create movies, not the rubbish that we're seeing this day that virtually all the characters are either having LGBT connotations or LGBTX or this or that. We need to shape. There are certain things that shape society. Media, I can name that. I don't have it on the top of my head, but we need to be part of the things that shape society. And that's one of the things, In addition to this is owning a radio station, owning a TV station. These are all the things on the pipeline. And I hope that you've learned a thing or two from me sharing mine. So this is me. The reason why I'm sharing this to you is just as I share it with you, automatically it puts me on the consciousness that you need to make this happen. It is a friend of mine, Polish guy, that will always send me a message and say, Onyekwelu, where's the private jet? Where's the private jet? I said to him, don't worry, soon he's on his way. He's on his way. And the time will come that I will fly, wake up and tell you I'm coming to Warsaw to pick him up and take him to go and have dinner in Enugu or lunch in Enugu and bring him back. Or we'll go to Madagascar or something like that. These are the things that I always share with him, you understand? And it will become a reality. It will become a reality. I like the movie that says, the movie company that says dreams work. Dreams work. I don't forget that. Dreams work. Dreams indeed work. If you believe it. And with Christ, it's made a lot much possible. With Christ, it's become possible. So how can you make your vision board? Back to what we're talking about. You can make it, like I said to you, people make with posters, people make with boards, people print magazines or tear magazine images. You need a scissors, you might need a glue, you might need markers, you might need inspirational quotes. Whatever will make yours work, you need to just get it done. It's very important. So it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be low cost. Like my own, I just showed you now, I made it on Canva. I just chose a template, just put pictures that would address what I'm talking about, and I put it there, and I believe that it's been of help to me. It is indeed of help to me because it consistently reminds me of that you need to do something about this, you need to do something about that. So like I've done, I've shown you my vision board, and I hope that is an inspiration to you. Don't just say, I have it on my head. My challenge to you today is make your own today. Just go on your phone, Canva. You don't even need to pay for this thing. Just look for a type template, click collage, take pictures, go online, download pictures of what you see. The Bible says, for surely there shall be an end, and your expectations shall not be cut short. So you have to have expectation for God to begin to propel those things. She says, relevant topic at this time of the year. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it's important. Whatever it is, you could be believing God for getting married, get pictures of married couples. You could be believing God, or you could be believing God, or being an executive or something. Get a picture of What does it mean? Get a picture of a factory, put it in your vision board, align it. You know, what does it need? Your vision board needs what? It needs define, you need to define your goals. Your goals could be in career, like I mentioned to you, it could be health, it could be relationship, it could be personal growth, it could be finances, it could be travel, whatever it is, you know best. So you need to put that. So as we're going into 2026, it's important that we begin to have these things at the back of our mind. Whilst we take our time to think through what has happened in the year, what have we achieved? Have we, if you're one of those that have a vision board already, you're checking out of this vision board that I have, what have I done? What steps have I taken towards these things on here? What have I done about this year? So even if you have not done much, it's not for you to keep crying over it or what they call crying over spilled milk. It's time for you to what? Begin to take steps towards. You cannot change the past, but the future, like Fernando always say, cannot take you by surprise. So it's time for you to do something better, so that the years next year and the years ahead will be a lot better. So the next thing you need to do is gather inspiring images. I mentioned that already, and words. Gather them. You know, then arrange them with intention. You can see how I arranged all mine intentionally. I arranged it. You know, I know that by the grace of God, for you to have this, it will be much easier for you to achieve this. I know that for you to achieve this, it will be much easier for you to fly on this. I know that when, as you are flying on this, for you to be able to achieve all this, and you are working on it consistently, and with this, a billion will become a reality one day. It will become a reality one day. And we're already on this. And the more you do, the Bible says, see the man diligent in his works. You stand before kings and not ordinary men. As you're doing this, you'll be opening up doors that will make all this and this and this become reality. There are some like when we talk about I think I once asked a question on social media. People were saying to have a dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000. Which one will you prefer? Some people, with all due respect, with short mind, will go for $500,000. But $500,000 can vanish in a minute or two and it's gone. You can even buy a house and that's it. You might not have cash flow. But a dinner with somebody like that will open up doors that you don't normally open. I'm talking from experience. So the more I do this, the more I do this, doors are opening. And those doors that are opening will grant you access into places that even if you're a billionaire, you might not be able to enter in your life. So it's important that you have a vision board and you keep it to a place where you keep reminding. You know, why I brought this up, it says arrange your intentions, arrange them. Then add personal touch. You can see some of the pictures are my own pictures, a personal touch. You know, I used to say to people, I say to my teenager, I say to people, go record a video for yourself in the next 15 years, the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. Record a video now, talking to yourself in the next 10 to 15, 20 years. What would you think that yourself would be then? What would you be then? What would you be? A billionaire, a millionaire? What would you be? Would you have achieved X or Y? Would you be married with children? Would you have children? Would you be someone that have achieved some of the things? Will you be living in your own house? Would you be in good health? Would you have lost weight? Or would you have gone on your career? Would you have owned your own business? Or would your business have employed 10 people or whatever? What is that thing? Record a video now. In addition to everything I told you, record a video now, speaking to yourself in the next 15, 20 years. And inspire yourself. And if possible, put a reminder to watch that video every year or every six months to remind you that you have put yourself a challenge. And with Christ, all things are possible. So, like I said, add personal touch, affirmations, handwrite your goals, if need be, to inspire you. You know, display it where you see it daily. If you do all these things and you carry it and fold it and put it inside file, you never work. Display it where you see it daily. Mine, the one I just brought out now, is pasted in my, in my room, just by my bedside. When I wake up, the first thing I see is it. When I just turn, the first thing is it. When I sleep, when I'm about to lie down and I look left, it's there waiting for me. I can see it. It reminds me consistently. And when I open my phone, when I want to touch my phone, it's there. Every day I see it. Every day. Maybe I see it. I don't know how many times I press my phone. I see it every day. So display your vision board where you can see it daily. If you have it and you can't see it daily, it's of no point. Then, like I said, start creating your own. It'll be helpful. Don't just go off after this and just see that. No, do your own today. With Canva or InShot or CapCut, you can do one today. Do one today and tag me if you want or whatever. Just do one today. So maintaining and using your vision board. Review it and update it daily, morning and evening. Do a visualization morning and evening intentionally. Intentional. Very, very intentional about it. So if you need to write about it, create a journal, be writing about it. If you want to do affirmation, do affirmation. I think it's very important that you pray about it. Bible talks about, I think it's in Numbers. It says, though your beginning shall be small, but your latter days shall be great. You begin to pray about it. You pray and put those things into Bible says, remind ye me. Remind God of those things. Bible says, I think it's in Proverbs, says the desire is of the heart. The answers of the tongue is of the Lord. Just whatever it is you desire, say it. And I like this scripture. It says, this is the confidence that we have. That when we pray in accordance with his will, he will else. As long as you're not praying to go and oppress your neighbor, as long as your vision board is not with an intention to oppress mankind, or it's not an intention to show off, or it's not with an intention to be, what's the word? God will answer that prayer. The Bible makes us understand in James. It says, you ask and you do not receive because you ask amiss for your own selfish interest. Somebody once said to me, what are you going to do with all this money? There are people that are not in school. They need to go to school. There are homes. There are people that are hungry. Someone has sent me money and said, when you travel, please make sure you give that money. Help me buy foodstuff for widows. There are people that are hungry. There are people that cannot pay their hospital bill. I watch on social media, a lady, someone sent her money from abroad to go into a maternity home and look for anybody that is staying there because they cannot afford their medical, the delivery cost. They've given birth to their child, but they can't leave. Pay for the cost and let the person go on with their baby. Money is needed for so many things. Money is needed to provide water. We need to provide schools. I don't know how many of you that know my daughter is renovating a school in my village as her own contribution to my community to mark her 10-year-old birthday legacy project. So if you have not supported her, please look at my bio. You find or look at you should be able to find the link to be a part of it. All is a thing that we're trying to groom her in the right way. We can be able to do everything, but it's all part of how we're grooming and being intentional about training our own children. So if you want to be a part, please feel free to be a part in it. So money is needed to build schools. Money is needed to make the schools livable. Money is needed to attract the right teachers to those schools. Money is needed to buy food. So all these children don't come to school, they don't eat. There's so many things. Give me the money, I know what to do with it. If you don't know what to do with it, call up my attention. I can help you. I know how to spend it wisely and put the money into good use, whether property investment or other investments. You know what to do with the money. So call to action. I'll say to you, please feel free to share your own and share it to me if you want to tag me, but don't. Pastor Nature always says procrastination is a thief of time. Don't say I'll do it tomorrow. Do it today. Do it today. I always say to people, I learned it from Bishop Odepo, say if you have enough time to eat, you have enough, there's no excuse not to read your Bible. So if you have time to eat, you have enough time to do your vision board today. What do you want? What are the things that you're believing God for? Open your phone, CapCut, InShot, Canva. Create your own today, not tomorrow. The way you create it, make it your screensaver, backdrop, or what they call it. Make it a screensaver, and you see that in the next, they say how long does it take for a habit to form? I think they say it's about 60 days or whatever. You begin to see that it affects the way you do things. It's consistently reminding you. It consistently keeps you on track. And I talked about it a lot, law of attraction, other things I mentioned. As I wrap up, I just want to make you understand that having a vision board, and as we're wrapping this year up and going to the year about it, it helps you know that your dreams aren't limited by years and seasons. So this is not just about 2026, it's about 2026 and beyond. They are shaped by what? Your alignment, what you release, what you believe, and how you live determine what you become. So it's important that we know that alignment over time is not just about 2026, it's for beyond, because some of those goals are not going to be achieved till whatever. It's entirely up to you what your goals are. So bear in mind that clarity creates direction. Manifestation begins when knowing exactly what you want to do and why. So if you don't know, you don't understand. Without it, energy is wasted and progress is delayed. So it's important that you know what you want to achieve, and if possible, be prayerful about your own. Write it down. But don't wait, okay, I'm waiting for God to say, oh, thus says the Lord before I write it down. No, write it down. There are a lot of things that He's already told you already. There's a guy that came to meet my pastor, and he said to him, I don't hear from God. He said, he said, you don't hear from God. He said, okay. He said, all the things in the Bible, have you done all of them? He said, no. He said, go and do it first. Go and do it first. Go and do that one. As you are doing what you see in the Bible, God will speak to you more. Even as we just came out of Shiloh 2025, Bishop was talked about it a lot. He said that the more you do what you see in the Bible, the more God will speak to you. So I've noticed that, like I was talking to some of my mentees in our last group mentorship call, I think it was yesterday. I said to them is that until you start doing, because it was about service accommodation, until you start doing the service accommodation, taking steps towards it, and start get your first property, second property, and run it as a business, God will not reveal something else to you. So you might think, oh, I just paid Onyekwelu to teach me about this business. No, it might be the beginning of greater things in your life. Today, by the grace of God, with a sense of humility, I'm a property developer. I never started as a property developer. I started as a service, started doing service accommodation, started doing hotel business, and today, look at it. Tomorrow, only God knows. There are so many things on the pipeline that I cannot share with you now until they become reality. So you see that God will not entrust more things to you until you make do the things He has shown to you. Bishop Abe always says one thing. He says, have you ever noticed that whenever God lays a vision in your heart and you don't take action, have you noticed that? He said, have you noticed that before you think somebody else is doing it, God will not allow anything, any thought of plan to go idle. No. He said, no. He said, my word will not return back to me void. It must accomplish what He says. So if you don't make yourself available, He will use somebody else. If God has given you the cure for acute leukemia and you did nothing about it, He will use somebody else. If God has given you the cure for mass housing or the cure to reduce the cost of living, cost of building, and you do nothing about it, you give somebody else the idea. If God has given you a beauty business, a product or something, and you do nothing about it, you give somebody else. You need to take action. Take what? Action. The Bible says, redeeming the times, for the days are what? Evil. It's important. So I want to share with us that saying that relationships will shape destiny. As we are ending this year, you need to calculate, you need to backtrack and analyze your life and check. My wife will say, I want to check something, check something. Check the people in your life, 2025. How have they helped you? How have they added value to you? Of what relevance have they become to you? The right relationships don't just support your dreams. They stretch you, they sharpen you, and they transform your life. As you're going into 2026, your environment will either expand or limit your future. So check the people around you. I always say this thing. If the people around you don't inspire you, challenge you in 6 months, you need to begin to change them, not change them. You don't need to tell them, oh, no, go away. No, you need to know that they're in the wrong circle. I always say to my wife, may we not be the only goldfish in our pond. May God lead us to people. That's why I always pray the prayer. I say, order my steps. The Bible says the steps of a good man are ordered by God. That's one strategic prayer. Pray that God will order your steps to right relationships, people that will transform your life. A good relationship will change a lot of things for you. So remember that all these things we're talking about in the world without Christ, you can work for you. There's what's called the law of seed time and harvest. That's why people that don't even know Jesus Christ, they can plant and they'll get seed. That's a law. But there's a person of Christ you need to know. You don't just work with the principles of the world. You need the person of Christ. And the person of Christ will make all the difference. Person of Christ. So faith demands action. So see it, speak it, and move beyond evidence, beyond the evidence appear. Faith without action keeps dreams dormant. So you need Christ, yes, but you have Christ. But you don't just say, oh, I have Christ, God will do it for me. No. But Bishop William says any faith that gives absolute responsibility to God is an irresponsible faith. So you need to take action. You need to provide for your family. You need to be a man that you don't just keep money and keep it somewhere and just be looking at your money. You're supposed to put it to good use. That's what the Bible tells us. You're supposed to put it to good use. Parable of talent. You're supposed to invest that money. You're supposed to improve your knowledge. One of the things that Bishop will talk a lot at this Shiloh is about knowledge, adding value to yourself, lifelong learning. You need to challenge your mind, say that this 2026, no. I thank God for 2025, but as I'm going to 2026, it has to be different. It has to be tangible. And by this time next year, I was talking to someone in school today. I said, by this time next year, one of the things I'm believing God for is that I should be on track towards making ₦1 million daily profit. I should be on track. That $1 million daily means that we're talking about like almost about £500 a day. That's talking about like almost $600 or more a day. That gives profit. Profit. I was inspired by my friend, and that's one of the things we're working towards. So having the right friendship, I've talked about it, will help you. So another thing is consistency. Consistency builds what? Reality. Daily alignment turns visions into what? Results. What you do consistently becomes what you live permanently. So like I always do, I recommend this book to my mentees. It was recommended to me by my mentor. It's called Slight Edge. This is a book that talks about doing things on a daily basis, on a daily basis, on a daily basis, on a daily basis, and the importance of the ripple effect, talking about it. So if you don't have any book, I recommend this. And I also recommend reading 10 pages a day on average. It will shape the way you reason, shape your mind as we wrap up the year and also go into a new year. So the truth is, your dream is not waiting for time, it's waiting for your alignment. Once you align, things will be a lot different. So thank you very much for always listening to the thoughts. And I'll open up the lines for anyone to share a thing or two, whatever it is. Please, if you like what we're doing, always share it. Let me know what your biggest takeaways are. Put it in the comment section, or you can call in to say, please don't be shy. Someone can be blessed by what you said. I've had people send me messages and saying, I like what that person said. Not everyone yet is yet bold to talk on the live, but I want to encourage you. Please share your thoughts on the live. Someone even called last week and say, oh, what you shared. We had a 70-year-old man here saying, oh, wow, I never knew something like this. Please, a request for the mic and I give it to you. Share your thoughts or two. So please, like I always say, you don't have to work with me, but whatever you do, know that I have a 10 minutes free call. You can call me. We can discuss whatever it is for 10 minutes. There's a link on my bio to do that. What's it called? You can download my free ebook, and also I have an ebook on my bio. Click on it. It's called From Idea to Short-Led Business. From Idea to Short-Led Business. If it's something that you're looking to do, it's not expensive. It's $29.99. That money, it's just when if you start the business well, you're going to make that money. You will never remember it. So don't allow money hold you down from knowledge. I always say to my mentees, and I give them a book to buy, there might be an e-copy, but I don't allow them to get an e-copy. I tell them to go and buy it. Go and buy it. What you don't pay for, you never value. Go and buy it. When you buy it, there's also what's called pictorial memory. You remember what you read, the corner of the book where it is written, and what the things that's God has a way of doing this. A Chinese proverb said the shortest pencil is larger than the longest memory. So it's important as you're doing, you're making notes and writing things down. So DM, if you want to join my community and work with vibrant people, all I'm saying is that take control. Take control. Don't be docile. Procrastination is a thief of time. Pastor Paul and Nietzsche said. Remember that this live stream is sponsored by The Hair You Love and D610 Homes and Love Family Podcast. Please check them out. So I'm going to open up the mics and remember what we're talking about, vision board, and the theme is what? Manifesting your dreams. Your dreams can be manifested, very possible. So as we wrap up the year, I'm going to 2026. It's important that we have a vision board. I shared mine with you, and what's it called? And I highly recommend it. So I'm going to open up the line, for you guys to share a thing or two. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what your thoughts are. All right, let's know what your thoughts are. Okay, please request for the mic if you want to share or make contribution to what was just shared. Let me see if I can post this on Facebook. Preferably, guys, if you can come on TikTok, that'll be much appreciated for technical reasons. So, but I'll post it on I just posted it on Facebook. Sorry guys, on TikTok or Instagram. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if you can talk there. So please, go ahead, Lillian. Thank you very much for joining. Please go ahead.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Can you hear me, right?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, I don't have much to say because you've covered everything. Like when you were talking about the board, the Canva board, you make your dreams, aspirations, and visions. I kind of already started imagining, doing my, things I want to achieve in 2026. And I was just waiting for you to finish and see if you're going to talk about procrastination, which you did. I would like to say that.
Sorry, 1 minute.
Dreams and visions. So for us to be able to things that we want to achieve, like you have rightly said.
Hold on, Lillian, please. Can you mute your call, please? Yeah.
Not on call.
Not you. It's someone else. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Go ahead. Not you, Lillian. Someone else joined and they were. Unmute yourself if you can hear me and continue. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, like I was saying, procrastination is a killer of dreams and visions and all that. So it will really, really be good for us to be more active, in achieving our visions, our dreams. And like you said, who are our friends? Who are those that are around you? To be honest, I have people around me that are pushing me. And if you're that kind of person, when you see people moving forward, like me, okay, I'll talk for myself, and I see that I'm not moving as well. Some people might just pull away. I won't pull away. I will find a way to also. It's not about competition. It's about trying to move from point A to point B.
Good.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So, to be honest, I already have people around me that I'm like, oh, you mean you have achieved this? Oh, you mean you've done this? Oh, wow, well done, congratulations. I have to step up. Do you understand? I won't come and say, oh, I want to move out from that group or something. I will want to, equally move forward because I intend to move forward, but procrastination. So the major thing I think is procrastination. Like, the year has come to an end and you're looking at the list that you have, the things you say you want to achieve at the end of the year, and you're looking at them. You for me, being kind of sensitive, I will even be so ashamed of myself to go and look at that list. Those my points that things I want to achieve and I haven't. So I just want to say generally that we should put more effort. We should put more effort, like you said, whatever will work for you. If you want to make the list, if you want to have these pictures and all that, put it somewhere, put it everywhere you will remember. You say yours, you put it by the side of your bed. Like whatever work will work for you. So in summary, it's just trying, putting more effort to achieve our goals in life. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
I really appreciate your support for this channel. I appreciate you always sharing a thing or two. I appreciate your contributions, and I'm sure some people have been blessed by listening to the things that you've shared, or they've learned a thing or two. I just wanted to add, it's not easy. We all procrastinate. I procrastinate. I'm sure a lot of people procrastinate. For the word procrastination to be generated or to exist, that means a lot of people do that. So I can procrastinate. I could go for a viewing and I can procrastinate to submit my offers. I can go for a thing or two and I can procrastinate on one or two things. But I always remember the words of Pastor Paul Enenche that says procrastination is a thief of time. And I try to make a to-do list every day. I try my best to have my wife hold me accountable. One of the things I've noticed is that when we have people hold us accountable, it makes a whole lot of difference. When people hold us accountable, it makes a difference. So I like my wife to hold me accountable, to remind me we need to do this, we need to do that, we've not done this. So it's also important. I always say to people, you need to have a set date. Thank you very much, Lillian. I appreciate it. We need to have a set time for things. Set time for things. Thank you. Yes, it's a pleasure watching. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Lillian. Yeah, you need to have a set time for things. Set time. The time when you want this done. I always say to people, um, say that by this time this needs to be done. If it's even scriptural, God always said, by this time next year you have a child. By this time next year there will be no rain. In the next 7 years there will be drought. In another 7 years there will be plenty. That's what the revelation God gave to Joseph. So what are we trying to say is that you need to set a time. Bishop always say to you, write that date, write it in the back of your Bible, write it down. Because until you set a time, that thing never becomes reality. That's what I noticed. Yes, it might come and not happen, but it's important to create the habit of setting a time. Very, very important to create the habit of setting a time. So I have things I've told myself that before I turn 40, this will happen. Some of them did not happen at 40, but it finally happened around that time of 40. And one of the things that I believe that happened is that I was saying to God, I want to be able to retire at 40, not retire as in I won't be working, no. But I want to get to a point where to walk is a choice and to walk is not a choice. And by the grace of God, God has helped us achieve that. So that is to say that irrespective of where I am across the world, my earnings are not tied to a location or to a particular, I have to walk into a job or not. And I'm so grateful to that. And whenever I go into a shop, without respect to people that work in the shops, people stacking the shops or do one or two things, I'll see a driver doing some of the things I do before. Let's God, please, may I never get to a point where I would see myself go back to this. I dread it. One of my friends used to say that he hates poverty with a passion. He hates poverty with a passion. So because he hates that poverty, he's always striving hard to see what is the way forward. What's the way forward? So you need to hate poverty with a passion. The same energy that some people give to hating their enemy. Hate poverty with a passion. So that the Holy Spirit will give you wisdom and creativity to make the most of 2026 and beyond, by starting by writing a vision and making it clear. So I don't know if Venus, your V8247, if you want to share anything, can you say that quickly, please? Otherwise, we'll just wrap up.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening there.
Well done, sir. Okay, so I just wanted to appreciate your commitment to this live session every Sunday. And then I wanted to make emphasis on that that Bible verse that you make mention of. Okay. So I think I've once experienced how powerful it is to actually write down your vision. Okay. Because according to that verse, I think it's in Habakkuk or thereabouts. Yep. It's very powerful when you write down your vision, like you have said. And like it kind of works out. It has happened to me before, although I did not get 100% of it, but at least yes, 50% it worked out by writing it down. Just writing it down, putting it under my bed, like every day sleeping. Somebody just advised that I did that, and even though I did not get all of it, at least 50% of that. So that Bible verse is actually very, very powerful. Writing down your vision. Making it plain on tablet that he may run, who reads it, because the vision is for an appointed time. Yep. Or at the end, it will speak, it will not lie. It is a very, very powerful. That's what I just want to add.
Thank you very much, dear. Yeah, thank you very much. The thoughts are very much appreciated, and yes, they're very much aligned. Thank you very much. Tega Jill, thank you. Say hi, Uncle. Thank you, Tega Jill. Thank you. I can see that. Thank you very much. Sammy Holmes tutor. Can you kindly share your thoughts, please, if you have one, questions or anything?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, there.
Network actually pulled me out of the meeting since all this while.
Okay.
Then all I want to say is I just want to appreciate you for this live session.
Okay.
Very highly educative, and I pray you keep on giving us this particular session. I think next week I pray I will definitely participate and I'll make sure my network works very fast.
That's fine.
So thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, God bless you, family. I'm all with you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. Please, if you missed the live, you can what's it called? You can. I think someone was sending me a message of how can I get the live stuff. It's always on YouTube. Always on YouTube. So you can watch it on YouTube. If you missed it, you can watch it on YouTube. Please watch on it, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. So yes, as we wrap up, thank you very much. Before I wrap up, I want to talk some of the things that your VA247 said. My understanding of failure, I can't remember who the guy was. There was a particular guy that I think was trying to make a light bulb. I think he failed how many thousand times, I can't remember. When he was asked about it, he said no, that he did not fail those number of times. He only learned, let's say it was 9,000 times he failed. He only learned 9,000 ways of doing the things better. So failure is a path to success. Failure is not failure. Failure is part of success. Some of the people you have seen today, like I've failed in different businesses I've done, and as you're failing your understanding, I remember when I used to sell match fixtures in Lagos, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll go to, some of you that know Lagos, Nigeria, I'll wake up as early as 5 a.m. to catch a train to go to either CMS or to go to Oshodi, not a train, a bus, go to CMS or Oshodi, so that I can go very early when the newspaper vendors are taking their newspapers from their depots, and I can talk to the chairman and get him to distribute my mass fiction. I'm talking about when I was in my 20s, and hoping that they would distribute it, take their cut, and give me mine. Then sometimes I'll go to the newspaper stands and see my product displayed on the floor or the stand of the newspaper, and I'll be watching people. They'll come, lift my product. My product is always the first thing they'll lift when they get to the match fixtures section. Those days there was no internet penetration in Nigeria. So they'll pick up another person's, my own first, because it's colorful, it's nice, well designed, everything, and look through it. Wow, very nice. And what do? I notice them, they'll just drop it down and pick another one that is not as expensive as mine, not as colorful as mine, and they'll look at it a second or two and they'll pay for it. What did I learn from that business? The business failed. What I learned from that business is that people make decisions not because of how fantastic your product is. People make decisions based on their purchasing power. So when you are making a product or making a service, you need to know who your target market is. So for instance, now in my property business or service accommodation, when I talk to my mentees, I say to them that it's not to say that you cannot put in this and put in coffee maker and put in a luxury bed and put in big screen TV and all those things. But you need to tell yourself, who are your target market? How many there are? Who are they? Can they afford all the expenses you're putting? Because you need to get a return on your investment. Can they afford this? I learned this thing from the other business and other things I've done to make me know that it's not about spending a lot of money in a property. It's about knowing that if I spend this money, can I get it out? So it's important that we know that failure is part of success. That's where I was trying to drive at. And thank you very much, Venice, for sharing that. And so thank you very much also, Sammy Tutors, also Home Tutors, for your thoughts as well. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for always joining this live stream. Always joining. I give you. You could be anywhere in the world. You could be doing anything you want to do, but always join. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to my my PA. Thank you to my family. Madam Chi 8831 says, I don't know how to call in for comments. However, I like a lot and will practice the idea of using it as a background screen saver picture. Thank you. Yes. For now, the best way to join is either through Facebook or through TikTok. I sent a link on Facebook that one can click on to join. Yeah, that's one of the ways to join. If you want to share your thoughts live, like you want to speak or join with a video. Otherwise, you can type on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So yes, thank you very much to my wife for always being a blessing. Take care of children while I do this. Thank you to all my mentors. Thank you to all my colleagues in church, at work. Thank you to my mentees or anyone, whatever I work with. Thank you to staff and all friends and all that. I just want to thank you for all the support, the encouragement, the phone calls I get. Once I drop this, I start getting phone calls about the live service. For those that don't, have the confidence to share. They start talking about it. For those that send messages about it, for those I see in church and we start talking about it, well done. Thank you very much for everything. So please follow this page for more. Like it and share it if you have not, so more people can get to know about it. If you're watching this later on, do the same thing. Drop your biggest takeaway like some people are doing already. You can still drop it because more people can be blessed by it, especially those on YouTube or what have you. So please share this again and again and again. Share the link that was sent to you again and again so more people can be a part of it. So next Sunday, we'll meet again next Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. UK time, irrespective of where you are across the world, and we're going to do this again. So I just want to say to you, take action. And what's the action today? You can call me for 10 minutes for free. I'm not going to charge you for 10 minutes. I'm going to have a conversation about your business and strategies and ways you can start earning, let's say like £1,000 monthly. Please feel free to give me that call. Someone once called me and said, oh, when is your next mentorship? I don't know. I already have one going on board. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have anyone in the first quarter. I'll see how it goes. We're talking about mentorship of people that want to set up service accommodation business, So I would let you know if things change, and I'll speak to my team about that. So download my free ebook. It's called Roadmap to Financial Freedom, and also have an ebook as well that is not expensive at $29.99. If you want to know, if you have the idea of setting up a shortlet, from shortlet to owning your own business, download it from the link on my bio. You can get that. Okay. If you want to join our community, please scan the QR code or send a message, and you can join. And you can be set up, you're updated with things, and it will help you. So take control of your time and start building what will make you be financially free. Start by having a vision board. It will help you. We're sponsored by The Hair You Love. They make hairs, premium hair, wigs, and accessories. Feel free to check them out. D610 Homes, real estate investors in the United Kingdom and in UK. Please check them out. If you don't have cash or you don't know what to do with it, send us a DM and we can work something out. Be it in Nigeria, be it in the United Kingdom, we can make that happen. Love Family Podcasts, keep your eyes there. Podcasts will coming out soon. Check them out. And it's podcast that is family oriented. So yes, as we wrap this up, thank you very much. What I want to say to you, what you focus on shapes what you become. Don't forget that. What you focus on shapes what you become. So focus on the right things. Let your vision board have things that will help you to become what is in your vision board. A vision board keeps your dreams visible, intentional, and actionable. So you need to have it. Like Lillian talked about, you need to do it today, not tomorrow, today. And one of the things I learned from John Maxwell's book, which I have, I don't know, it's in my fridge and it used to be on my phone. He said he learned from one of his mentors to say, do it now for 50 times. I don't know how long he did it. So what I now got the concept was I now wrote, do it now. Do it now. I printed it, cut into a piece of paper. I put it at the back of my phone. I put it in my fridge. I put it in my car. I put it in my room. Do it now. It looks small, a bit, very powerful. Just putting it somewhere saying, do it now. Do it now will help you to reduce procrastination. So do it now. That's what I can leave for you. Another thing I can say to you, manifestation happens when vision, belief, and consistent actions align. So bear that in mind. Your vision is not wishful thinking. It is a blueprint. So having it here, no problem. You can wake up and start saying to me, oh, he says he's going to be a billionaire. It's going to become a reality. Bishop Oyedepo used to say something. He says, now that we're all on the same level, better know this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Before you say, this guy has gone far. We don't know whether he's using black magic, or we don't know whether he's doing hard substance and all that. I also wanted to share some of the things that I also hear that I did not mention. It says that Christ revealed to me on, I think, February 2010, that 2010, yes, that I'll be a formidable force of global relevance and of international repute. I don't forget that. I was in a Bible study in a friend's place, and that was revealed to me. And something else that's written down here, I don't know if you guys can see it. It says by this time, December, it says there that God will make it happen, that we should be earning at least a minimum of 1 million naira a day. That is another vision that we're working on. And God will make it become reality. So now let's move from vision to action. So put your vision board down and start acting upon it, and God will make it happen. Remember, guys, The wise always invest. The wise do what? The wise always invest. Invest in whatever will make your dreams become a reality. Invest in it. And as you do so, God will make it happen. Thank you very much for always joining this. See you next Sunday, same time. God bless you. Peace. And I'm out. Bye-bye.